moving the ball around. To the paint, deflects the pass, and stolen by James. Here's Rose. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 7th assist in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They lead by 2. 1:24 left in the 4th quarter. And Orlando making a change here. Davis is checked in. Here's George. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got 26 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Rose passes to Davis. He dishes it to O'Neal. Wade from outside. Can't get it to go. So Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Stevenson. Back to George. And stolen by LeBron. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
Watch out. D-Wade has caught fire.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Lets a floater go. It's good.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Down low. Davis down low, covered by Hibbert. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
What a clutch performance. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
And Orlando has possession. Trailing by 2, stolen by George. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 3. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what's your take?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're losing by 4. 8 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a quick bucket and a foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. For the win. Oh, couldn't sink the shot. And
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Tip-off goes to Orlando. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Indiana. West out there with Paul George. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
James, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Here's Stevenson outside. George for the 3. Offensive rebound. Orlando trailing here. Here's James. The basket good off the assist from Wade. 14 points for LeBron.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality.
Jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he could even try something like that at this stage of the game. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Hardaway's checked in for Dwayne Wade. We're just over a minute into overtime here. Hibbert with the screen. George double teamed. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Got sloppy. In a close game, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Here's Rose. And Hibbert with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Stevenson against Hardaway. Pass to Rose. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a game for Rose. He's got 24 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond. And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Indiana. Trails by 3. Outside, George. Charity stripe shot. And the dunk by West.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Bosh, no one around him, hits the 3-point bomb. Bosh has got the lead up to 4 now for Orlando. And so it's Indiana with it. Outside for George. Back to West. Count! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
O'Neal a screen on Stevenson. Outside Bosh. Jacks up a 3. Places one from 3.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
George with a screen on Bosh. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Anthony Davis has checked in for Orlando. West kicks to Hill. It falls!
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Orlando now. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Indiana with it.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
That's good.
Talk about confidence to pull up from out there. And what skill to knock it down. That's major league there, folks.
Yeah, no doubt about his toes on that one. He was way back.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed Clark an extra period to get it done.
Well, I think it was one heck of a ball game. Both teams gave great effort, and the bounces just went their way in overtime.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.